Good morning, everybody. We want to present our discussion about accounting in globalization. My team, I'm Alwin Nadella and my partner, Elisa Sherina, from Accounting Parallel. In the current era of globalization required the existence of an international accounting system that is enforced internationally. The purpose to produce financial statements that have high level of credibility. The story of accounting development. Accounting practice in Indonesia since the VOC 6042. During the Javan occupation, accounting education was administered only by the Department on an annual accounting course in Jakarta. In the same year, the government carried out a nationalist the tax accountants to return to their country, and at the time the Indonesian accountants were thriving. The progress grew even further after the president inaugurated the marketplace activity of August 10, 1977 made accounting and financial report necessary. To making the system of international accounting problem occur in the process among others. In this globalization era, applicable accounting standard in Indonesia refer to USGIAP or United States General Accepted Accounting Standard. But in some article, it has adopted IFRS that is harmonized. The adoption carried out by Indonesia at this time is not yet comprehensive. Only partly or harmonization in the current era of globalization required the existence of an international accounting system that can be applied internationally in each country. Or the need for harmonization of international accounting standards. But this harmonization process has varied between nationalism and culture of each country, different in government system in each country, different in interest between multinational companies and national companies that greatly influence the harmonization process between countries, as well as the high cost of changing accounting principles. The rapid information technology is an access for many investors to enter the capital market around the world. This need cannot be fulfilled if companies still use different financial reporting principles. America uses the FASB and USGIIP. Indonesia uses the IAS, PSIK. The Europe Union uses the IAS and IASB. This is the background of the need for current IFRS adoption. The adoption of international accounting standard into domestic accounting standard aims to produce financial reports that have a high level of credibility. The requirement for disclosure items will be higher so that the value of the company will be higher too. Management will have a high level of accountability in running the company, more relevant and accurate, and financial statements will be more comparable and produce valid information for asset, debt, equity, income, and expenses of the company. The Indonesian Institute of Accountants, or IA, that the International Accounting Standard IFRS came into effect in Indonesia in 2012 as a full adoption. Was specifically for banks is in 2010, problem arises regarding the extent to which IFRS adoption is applied in Financial statement in Indonesian. How the nature of adoption is suitable, whether the adoption of all or part harmonization, and benefits for a company that adopt specifically and for the Indonesian economy in general, on how Indonesian readiness to adopt IFRS.
IFRS, or International Financial Accounting Standard, an effort to strengthen the global financial architecture and looking for a long-term solution to the weak of transparency of financial information. The aim of IFRS is to ensure that the interim financial statement of the company for the period included in the annual financial statement contain high-quality information that, number one, product transparency for user and can be compared throughout the periods present. Number two, providing an adequate starting point for accounting based off IFRS. Number three, can be generous at a cost that does not exceed the benefit for the user. At present, the National Financial Accounting Standards are in the process of convergence in full with IFRS issued by the IASB or International Accounting Standard Board. Therefore, the direction of the preparation and development of future financial accounting standards will always refer to this international accounting standard. IFRS, the role of an advantage to the harmonization or adoption IFRS as the standard accounting domestic according to lecture PH 2002. Number 1, information financial can comparable. Number 2, harmonization can have you time and money. Number 3, facilitates the transfer information to employees as well as facilities in doing training in employees. Number 4, improve the development of the domestic capital market toward international capital market. Number 5, facilities in conducting competitive analysis and operational useful to run a business as well as facilities the management of good relation with customer, supplier, and other parties. By adopting IFRS, also meant increasing certainty and consistency in accounting interpretation, thus facilitating the accession and development process. By adopting IFRS, the company performance and can be compared with other competitors globally, especially with the increasing global competition today. It will be a weakness for a company if it cannot be compared globally, which means it is less able to attract capital and generate profit in the future. Accounting development in Indonesia outline. Number 1. In Indonesia during colonial Netherlands, there are no accounting standard Indonesia towards standard or sound business practice Dutch style. Number 2. Until 1955, Indonesia had never had a formal republic or regulation on standard finance. Number 3. In 1974, Indonesia followed an American accounting standard built by IAI called accounting principle. Number 4. In 1984, accounting principle in Indonesia was established into accounting standard. Number 5. Late in 1984, accounting standard in Indonesia followed the standard of the IASC or in International Technical Committee since 1994, IAEA did have already active following IFRS. In 2008, the duration of the line and PSA scale with IRS can be complete. In 2012, to that follow IFRS. Factors that have a bearing on accounting development. Number 1. Legal system. Codification of accounting standard and procedure is more suitable in countries that adhere to code law. On the contrary, the formation of non-legalistic accounting policies by professional organizations engaged in the private sector is more in line with the system that applies in common law countries. Number 2. Political system. The political system that exists in a country is coloring accounting, because the political system import and export accounting standard and practice. Number 3. Nature of business ownership. Large public ownership of company share implies the principle of financial accounting reporting and disclosure that are different from company whose ownership is dominated by family or bank. Number 4. Difference in magnitude and complexity of business company. Large conglomerate company operating in very diverse business lines require financial reporting techniques that are different for small companies that produce a single product. Multinational companies also need accounting systems that are different from the accounting system of domestic companies. Number 5. Social climate. Social climate contributes to accounting development in various parts of the world. Number 6. Level of business and financial community management competency. Competence or business management capability and user of accounting output will determine the development of accounting. Next, level of intervention of legislative business. Regulation on taxation will regulate certain accounting principles. There are certain accounting legislation. In some cases, there are specific legislative regulations for certain accounting rules and technical. 9. Speed of business innovation. Initially, merger and acquisition were not accounted for accounting, but because business mergers that were so popular in Europe forced accounting to develop to meet the needs of those who were interested. Number 10. Economic development stake. Countries that still rely on agricultural economic required accounting principles that are different from those of advanced industrial countries. Economic growth patterns. Stable economic conditions encourage competition over existing markets so that it requires a stable accounting pattern and will be much different in the country whose conditions are experiencing a prolonged war. Status of education and professional organization. Because of the absence of organized accounting professionalism and the source of the local accounting authority of a country, standards from other areas or other countries might be used to fill the gap. Factors that have a Okay, that's our present take. If there are faults and shortcomings, we apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.